What's up, YouTube? Local Paradox here, bringing you another deck profile. This is someone I've had laying around for some time. Yosenju Kaijus, or Kai Senju's Yosen Kaijus, however you want to put it. So anyways, it's a fun little deck. It's still not bad. It's super cheap. And most importantly, as I said, it's fun. So let's go ahead and get started. So first part of the lineup is incredibly obvious. You got three Yosenju's comma ones. Probably one of the most important part because it bounces. So, comma two, going for direct if you need to get through stuff. Not the most important of the three, but still useful. And then number three, which is the searcher to get you more Yosenjus. So there's the three of each. And then two him, Sujik, however you pronounce it, because that's the one that gives the extra damage. Easy to go over. So, pretty straightforward on the Yosenjus. Next up are the Kaijus. So, first four are the ones that you're going to sacrifice your opponents to give to them. So, two of the Spider and two of Gamma Cell. If Gamma Cell's still too expensive and you want to make this an extra budget deck, you can swap it out for the interdimensional one. I don't know. You want the ones with the less than 3,000 attack. And then, of course, four of the big ones you're going to give yourself, which two of Doggoran and two of the Star Destroying one, the biggest one. So it's pretty simple. Go forward. I'm sure this deck's been extrapolated on before, but yeah, so next are the spells. Three tankies, using out for searching your kaijus to make sure, your commas, making sure you get all of them in your hand. So this part is three pod dualities. It's not as good with the kaijus in it, but it's still super useful, and you can always sacrifice not getting to tribute your opponent's monster for a turn to help if you need anything. So I know it's been hit down to two, but two will still be plenty of Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. And just to make sure, two Dark Holes. You can swap a Regeki in there if you want. But like I said, you can make this cheap. So then a couple one-ofs. 1 Day of Peace. Especially if you're going first, you get an extra card. One upstart for consistency. In creature swap, you can give your opponent one of your Yosenjus for one of theirs, and then it'll just bounce back to your hand at the end of the turn. So, not bad. It's a little tech card, but you can always swap it out if you don't want to. Also, I can't seem to find it, but a Dimensional Barrier, not Dimensional Barrier, I'm sorry, Dimensional Fissure would be nifty in this deck, but can't find it. So, yeah. Traps. You're going to want to use a few traps in this deck. So, two Dark Bribes, because I just love Dark Bribing everything. And it's a fairly cheap card. Two Quaking, you're going to have some defense. And the rest are all one-ofs. Bottomless. Torrential. Solemn Warning. And then Macrocosmos. So, that's it for the main deck. So the extra deck isn't super important in this, but it's nice to go into to just have options. So, besides the first couple that are pretty standard, you can swap out whatever. So, two of Tiger King, mostly so you can search for the tanky, so you can get more, And the other one that used to be a pretty expensive card, but now it's not. Chidori, because all the level 4s are wind, so it's cool. And the rest are just a bunch of toolkits you can swap out with pretty much anything that works for you. Battleship of Corn, because I had it, and do some burn damage. Get rid of special summoning stuff if you want. You can always just go big over stuff. Diamond Dire Wolf, because it's Beast Warrior. You can destroy one of your Senjus if you want. 104. I don't know. This Dweller, stop with the graveyard stuff. Gastel, just get over stuff. Herbie's Pet, Phantasmal Dragon. You know, yeah, it's nifty sometimes. Got Cowboy. And the last two that are somewhat useful is got Deltros, because you can pop stuff on the field, if you really want. And also they can't activate cards if you normal summon. Since you do a lot of normal summoning, it can be useful. And then Diamond on top of it, just because then your opponent can't send stuff to their deck to the graveyard, which is pretty good anti-meta. So anyways, that was the Yosenju Kaijus, whatever you want to call them. Fun little deck. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment what else you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time.